Hello, class. It's so great to see you all. As you know, our class will be meeting via Zoom this semester. So let's start by going over the syllabus and guidelines for the class. Tamara, are we keeping you up?
Well, it's early in the morning, so I just woke up and thought I would just jump on Zoom from bed.
I know 10 a.m. is early, but what kind of message do you think it sends when you're Zooming from bed?
That I'm responsible enough to grace you with my presence this early?
Not exactly. Since you wouldn't show up like that to an in-person class, and certainly wouldn't show up like that to a job, you might want to demonstrate that you are capable of getting out of bed, arriving on time, and representing yourself appropriately for a classroom. Also, it's a little distracting. It's okay to Zoom from your room if that is your quiet space, even your bed if necessary, but let's be sure you're sitting up and dressed. If you do need to join from your bed, then you could consider setting a different background. Great. Okay, back to our discussion. Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what are you cooking?
Yeah, an omelet.
An omelet. That sounds delicious, but it's quite distracting for the rest of us.
But I haven't eaten breakfast yet, and I thought, I would just cook while I was listening to class.
Well, that's a great idea, but unfortunately, we're not as good at multitasking as we think we are. I wouldn't want you to forget an important ingredient in your meal, or worse, miss an important concept in class.
But I'm hungry still. Are you saying I can't eat?
No, definitely not. It's fine to eat during class, but cooking a 3-course meal might be a bit much and just makes me hungry.
All right. Okay, that makes sense. I got it. I'll bring a snack next time. I'll cook ahead of time.
Perfect. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, this looks fun. Hi, Dr. Campbell. What are you guys talking about? Can I join in?
Brandon, while I don't have a problem with a guest in this class in certain circumstances, this type of situation is a bit distracting and disruptive. We understand that from time to time, someone in your household might inadvertently pop into view or ask you a question. That's okay. We're all real people in our own unique circumstances. And please don't feel bad if it happens to you. It will likely happen to me sometimes too. However, it will be helpful if we can all try to find a quiet space and let those around us know that we won't be able to have a conversation with them when we were in a Zoom class. Also, let our parents know that it's just a little embarrassing and distracting when they try to take over a class.
Okay. Now, I'm just so used to them always being around, but I guess I see how it could be annoying to you. Thanks for pointing that out, Dr. Campbell.
No problem. Okay, now where were we? Wait a second. Ian, are you playing video games?
Maybe, but I'm totally listening to every single word you're saying.
I know you think you can play video games and attend class at the same time. I myself prefer an invigorating round of Fall Guys, but I'm afraid your grades will fall like you did in the finale round of Hexagon. Plus, it hurts my feelings when you're playing video games while I'm teaching.
Okay. I guess I get it. I'll pause until after class.
Great. Thank you, Ian. Now let's get back to our topic. Jill, your dog is adorable. So cute, in fact, that I'm having a hard time concentrating on anything else, and I'm guessing that it's a distraction to others as well.
I wanted to show everybody my dog. I thought you would want to meet her. And also, she barks a lot, and this is an easy way to keep her quiet.
Yes, I totally understand. I have 2 dogs myself, and they often like to wrestle and make noise while I'm on Zoom. Just go ahead and mute your microphone if that happens, and refrain from actively playing with your pet while in class. In fact, it's a good idea for everyone to have their microphone on mute while someone else is talking so that we can minimize background noise. It's totally fine to pet your dog or cat who is sitting quietly on your lap, but actively playing can be distracting.
All right, I'll just mute and tell her now is not the time to play.
Great, thanks, Jill. Maybe next class we can start with pet show and tell. That'd be a fun way for everybody to get to know each other. Okay, now where were we? If you look at page 3 of the syllabus, Ben? Are you sleeping?
Ben, wake up.
Ben. Ben.
What?
Ben,
Did I miss something?
Ben, I know it can be hard to stay awake in class, especially if you're sitting on a cozy couch next to your dog. Some of the same strategies you might use to stay awake in a regular class will help during a virtual class. Be sure to have coffee or another non-alcoholic drink nearby. Sit up in your chair. A small snack might help too. And you can even feel free to step off screen and stretch for a second if you need to.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring a cup of coffee next time. Taking a shower before class might help me stay awake too.
That's a great idea, Ben. Okay, back to that syllabus. Ben, you're making me dizzy. Where the heck are you going? Wait, stop. Not the bathroom?
Well, I didn't want to miss anything, so I figured I'd walk around with my laptop so I could get some other stuff done around the house.
There are times when multitasking is appropriate, but this is not one of them.
And for goodness sake, please don't take the computer to the bathroom.
Well, I was going to shut off the camera and mute the microphone.
Yeah, just don't. Please, don't take us all to the bathroom. If you have to step away from your computer for a brief moment, that's fine. Just like you might take a restroom break during an in-person class, that's fine at home too. Just make it quick. And understand that walking around while on Zoom is making me and your classmates dizzy.
Okay, I get it. I'll stay in one place and keep my laptop here from now on.
Great. Whew. Well, it looks like we didn't get to that syllabus today, but we did establish some important do's or don'ts for Zoom class. Let's review them really quickly. Can anyone share something they learned about how to demonstrate professionalism on a Zoom call? Jen?
Okay, so be prepared for class so that you can sit and concentrate for the entire period. And I guess we probably shouldn't be driving either while we're doing class or doing any activity that takes a lot of movement.
Great. Tamara?
Yeah, wake up in time so that you're dressed, at least from the waist up, and in an appropriate place to Zoom. And if you have to Zoom from bed, probably consider changing your background if you can.
Oh, yeah, like this.
Oh, nice one, Jill.
Awesome. Oh, Brandon.
So remind parents, siblings, roommates
And pets.
that it's not appropriate for them to insert themselves into the course.
Yes, they may pop in unexpectedly, or in the case of pets, be quietly in the room with you, but they should not become a noticeable or regular part of class. We will all feel more comfortable sharing and engaging during class if we can trust that only our classmates are listening. If you're sharing a room with others, then be sure just to use headphones. Oh, Ben?
Stay awake, alert, and engaged. Bring coffee if you need to.
Oh, Ian?
Stay focused on class.
Good. This may be the hardest one. There are more distractions at home than there are in the classroom, so this will be particularly challenging, but you can do it. Playing video games during class is never okay. Nor is texting, doing work for other classes, responding to emails, all the things that you wouldn't be allowed to do during an in-person class should apply to online classes. We want you to be engaged in what we're talking about so that you can get the most out of the class session.
I have a question.
Sure.
So is it never okay for me to turn off my Zoom camera?
That's a great question. Your professors will probably ask you to keep your video on during class because it lets them know that you are paying attention and helps you to engage better with your classmates. However, we know that sometimes students may not want to share their background with everyone or may not have a secluded place to be. If that's the case, you can always use a virtual background or talk to your professor about this, and you should be able to work something out with them.
Okay.
Remember that Zoom class is a different way to learn and engage than we might be used to. But just like an in-person class, we want to act professionally. Practicing professional Zoom behavior is important, especially now that it has become almost a part of almost every job. Okay, any questions?
Yeah, Dr. Campbell, just one.
Yes?
What class is this?
Ian.